Yo! Hello, 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 hello. Hello, early arrivers. An impromptu stream. I was just testing something actually, and in OBS, and I thought I'd click the start streaming button. Shan't be streaming for very long though. Do let me know, should you be able to make sure you can hear me, just say in the chat if you could, and that everything is looking good on the stream quality. Good stuff. Oh shit, I need to say I'm not streaming with Renee, because I'm not. Hopefully that's updated. Maybe not. You can't wait until Dayz comes to consoles. I don't think you'll get the same experience as you do with a PC, but yeah, it should be good. Cheerio. In and out like a sprout. I was trying to play earlier. I tried to join Rene on his stream, but I couldn't get the. It was all fucked up. All the brightness was messed up, and I couldn't get it to work correctly. So I've been messing around with it, and now it is working. I thought I'm going to be playing for an hour or two, so I thought, well, why not hit the go live button? What game is better, Dayz or H1Z1? Depends what you want. H1Z1's more of a jump in, get a gun, battle royales. The main game for H1Z1. So if you want that sort of stuff, a fast fix, then get in on there. But if you want a survival game, then there's no other like Dayz. Well, they are working on the console. I don't really know when it will be. I don't think anyone does. It has changed a lot, especially with this latest version, the 0.60. It's yeah, it's almost like, well, it's not a different game. I mean, the core of the game is the same still, but the improvements that this new render has brought for frames and performance is just unbelievable. So I got repeater with 6 rounds. I got red 9 with quite a few rounds. I managed to find some Winchester rounds, so I need to get either a blaze or a Winchester and a scope. And we're sort of heading in the right direction to find the scope, because there's loads of deer stands up here. Hey gorillas, how's it going, man? Cheers, Johnny. How's it going, man? You know a game that's similar to it, using the term there was Warzy, but if you're talking about PC or console, I don't really know of any of the console games that are similar to this, but there's quite a few pretenders to this game. Or games of the survival nature, Miscreated, H1Z1. I can't think of many others. I'll stream like this for a little bit, just for you, mate. No, I wouldn't. I haven't got any of the latest generation consoles. But if I'm being honest, playing like this is far more relaxing than playing like this. Feels like I'm too close to the ground. For a long run across the map, then third person is, I don't know, it just seems much more enjoyable. Cheers, Federico, and welcome along. All the experimental servers, as far as I know, are rammed, so there should be 59 other players, 60-player servers, so... Cheers, Official Rush. I'm glad to see the 0.6 back, actually. I haven't played for 2 weeks almost. I just couldn't face going back to 0.59. They've put 0.60 up and they've put something like about 50 to 60 servers up as well. And they're full, so 3,500 people are playing even this late at night. Well, late at night for me. I guess it isn't in the States, but and other continents and countries. So if we get lucky with a long-range scope, get that long-range scope, then we'll go searching for the Blaze or the Winchester. Three days ago my channel was at 8k, now it's at 13. No, I put on about 1,500 subs in a month. Not 3 days though. But it is growing quite quickly because of this 0.60 and getting a bit of content out there. Evening Sal Solo. Don't know if they're all going to be boys though. About 7% of my stream are girls. I've never been to the States, no. May find it a little overwhelming. I like a very peaceful life. I guess there's peaceful places there. Hi, name I can't pronounce. So I kind of got geared up whilst the server was at night, so hopefully we should get a fair bit of daytime play in here. I've got a Winchester. Cool. So I should bin that. Take the Winchester. Prefer it to have been a Blaze, but there you go. Hi Dylan. And hello John. Yeah, if you download 0.60, it doesn't delete your 0.59 character, but it doesn't carry it over either. So you won't have the 0.60, you won't have your 0.59 character on 0.60. Mr. Limey, I'm finding 0.6 absolutely excellent, mate. If I did come to the States, you'd love to have a beer with me. Well, I'd love to have a beer with you. Not that I know you. You could be an absolute crazy nut for all I know, but hey. Made in England. I'm doing well, man. How you doing? Dylan, I've said hello. Stop it, man. Stop it. Do you download the 0.60? You just go to Steam, right-click Properties for the game, and then go to Betas and opt in for the experimental. It'll also download. Then you can get on the 0.6 servers. Epoch Z. Never heard of it. But I guess anything like that is going to be a bit limited on consoles. You can't have the sort of size map you've got here. Let's have a quick swoop into Gorka, see if there's anyone around. It's usually a place where people travel from Berezino through to. That's where I came from, Berezino. You still not got into 0.60? You've not managed to get the servers? I actually got on this server quite easy. We've only just started really with the stream. It was sort of impromptu. I was intending to stream earlier. I had a fucking migraine. It rendered me almost blind. So that put pay to that. It's gone. It's pissed off now, thankfully. Hello! Hello, 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 hello. To be honest, I don't need to go in there. I kind of only come into the town to see if there's anyone kicking around. Doesn't look like there is. Cheers, Dylan. Since I've been on the server, it's been constantly pissing it down. Oh, ah shit! I thought that was morphine. Yeah, I haven't had a migraine for about fucking 2 years, and they're a bitch when they hit me. They're just, I sort of lose my peripheral vision, and it usually comes when something comes into my peripheral vision. So like the sunlight or something shines on the monitor, my peripheral vision picks up on it and focuses on it without me even realising, and then I just sort of, I don't know, just go fucking blind. Terrible. But it just, obviously I know it's going to happen because it's happened before, so it doesn't freak me out, but it's obviously not nice. Yeah, there seems to be plenty of ammo. Well, plenty of guns around. Perhaps not so much ammo. Gonna go across to this area here because there's a deer stand and chicken stand. There's a chance of a scope there because we've got the old Winnie. Whoa, bit of rubber banding. It's the first time I've seen any rubber banding. I've seen some people reporting it's pretty bad, but hey, Mr. Jam. Don't know if it's just my bad luck, but I've been finding these places are not as good as they used to be in .59. What's up, Riley? You love my vids, Mr. Jam? Well, I appreciate that. Foundation TV, good evening. Time for some auto running, if I can find my little bit of paper. Fuck, is it gone? Seems I'm gonna have to make a new bit of paper. The running simulator. I'll not be the first or the last to say that. Hey up, Ian. What do you miss? Not a great deal right now. Only been going about 20 minutes, I think. We've run from Berezino to Gorka. Well, Berezino to Gorka, so we've run a couple of kilometres, I guess. Oh, Verb, nice one. Thank you very much, man. I will. I get through some beers when I'm streaming as well, so thank you very much. Is there a map like in Arma? Well, it is the Arma map essentially. Chernarus map. It's just been it's called Chernarus Plus, so it's been worked on a lot. You put them side by side, they're almost unrecognisable. I mean, it's the same size. It's just everything's different. Times you normally stream till? I'm new to your streams. I normally stream Saturday night from 10 PM UK time through till about 4, so I usually stream for 6 hours. Tonight, as I said earlier, I was trying to sort stuff out, but I just had issues with the brightness and I couldn't get it sorted, but I have got it sorted, so I'm streaming now. Perhaps for another, I don't know, an hour and a half I would have thought tonight. Maybe 2 hours, I don't know, see how it goes. The best laptop, well, it's best to get a desktop rather than a laptop to play, I would have thought. My specs are in my about section and it's playing it at, you know, nowhere below 60 frames in the bigger towns, so. But my machine now is 4 years old probably, with upgrades. Oh, I see. You can get a map. Yeah, you can get maps, and they bring and you can bring up a map in game, but it doesn't put a pointer as to where you are. It just sort of gives you a generic map, and then you have to work out where you are. Probably better to use an online map, to be honest. The maps are not that rare, but if I'm honest, I never pick them up. So I've got like 1,500 hours in the standalone, and I would say at least the same, maybe not more, in the mod. So I know exactly where I'm going all the time. What kind of desktop do I have? Yeah, if you go to my about section on my YouTube page, it shows the list of all the specs. It's an i5, older generation, overclocked to 4.4, GTX 970. I think 16 gig of RAM. I don't know, I'm terrible. Should really know, but we're going to park in this tree while I go to the fridge, reorient back. My fridge is very close, so I'm back very quickly. Do I know where I am? Yeah, I'm just outside Novi. Here's the Verb, who's just bought me a drink, and I'm just drinking it. Streaming on a Wednesday, yeah. Got this week off, with it being half term in the UK. Tomorrow the little one's going with her mother, so I'm home alone. So I've got the ability to stream for a little bit. Quite surprised there's no one in Novi. My experience from the experimental so far, prior to it, well, the previous build, and I don't see why it'd be any different on this one, was there were a lot of people around this sort of area. Yeah, full server. I can't check it because the check-in server thing doesn't work like it does in 0.59. Yo, Ethan. No, it's not a full-time job. This month on YouTube was my best month ever on YouTube, and 2 videos I got nearly 70,000 views, plus all the other videos I put out, and it's earned me about 100 quid just from views and ad revenue. You need to be putting out a shitload of videos, and they need to be really, really popular. I don't know why my dude keeps on going prone just to fucking drink. Yeah, we're heading that way. Heading to the airfield. Like when you want him to be nice and covered and eat rather carefully, he stands bolt upright. When you couldn't give a shit, he's on the floor eating the grass. Well, the first video was the most popular, and with reference to who I bumped into, that has got getting on 50,000 views, and the second video is the one that has Moon, Kiwo, Blackout, Jam. But the thing is, you see, I didn't tweet them, tell them anything about the video. I didn't promote it. I didn't put their names in the title. They were just listed in the description. So I think I've just seen someone. So it was more the hype on 0.60 than it was the people that were in it. Standing in the middle of this field like this is not a good move. Oh, I didn't take it the wrong way. I may have sounded a little defensive there, but I was being more defensive about the fact that it wasn't the people that were in the video that, you know, I could have marketed it completely differently and put their names in the title and pimped and sack-ridden off their popularity. But the first video, as I say, is the one that did the best, and that was the one that was sort of, it didn't really feature anyone. Actually, it was the better video of the two as well. You request a donation, chat. Well, what I mean by that is, you won't get bells, whistles, and me dancing around the pole saying, tweaking my nipples, whilst you're giving me a £5 donation or a $5 donation. It's just a little different the way I work it here rather than Twitch, you know. So if you make a donation and in the text body of the donation you say give us a shout on the next stream, or you know, whatever, because I won't see it now, then I will. And I also reply to emails. Do it that way. Yeah, I think undoubtedly it probably did get a wider audience because there will be people that watched it, seeing that Moon was in it, who obviously is the biggest drawer out of them, and probably told their friends. I thought I saw someone there in Novi, just as I was running down. But I might be wrong. I'm going to check these deer stands up here. There's a couple of deer stands, 3 in fact. I want to get that scope. I don't know how many customers I'd get if I was dancing around a pole tweaking my nipples. You know what I mean? There's ways people do it, and there's the way I do it. It's different. I'll stay normal, don't you worry. Was that got a scope on it? No, it hasn't. We've got to remember there's an SKS here because there's a chance of... I don't really want a double gun there, that's the problem. I could do with finding an SMG. Get it fitted in this backpack nicely. Surprised I don't team up with the Running Man, Z, and Barely Infected. Rene I've played a lot with recently on the .60. We've played a lot, and I've also made a couple of videos as has he. Yeah, I play a lot with Rene. Paul, not so much so recently. He's gone full time, and he's altered his schedule to a lot of daytime streams, and I just can't. You know, I work full time. Well, I don't work full time. I work in a day. And he doesn't like spamming the .6 servers, so to try and get 3 of us on there would be just impossible with him. So I've got a good band base because I'm different. Whoa! Is that rubber banding? Yeah, I'm under no illusions that if I went to Twitch and did this on Twitch and went full retard Twitch, then I would gain more viewers, donations, and probably subscribers on YouTube, but there's something about Twitch I just do not like. It's weird. I'll take it though. I think I'll take the black jacket as well. Where's that swapping? No, it has done. Yeah, well, I won't say I've got a unique playstyle. I think Rene's probably got the most unique playstyle of the people that I sort of watch and know. But you've got the Running Man who's like full tilt, straight in there, all guns blazing, and he talks to people sometimes. Then you've got Rene who talks to people all the time, and then you've got me who's rather cautious and try to talk to people. Fucking try and talk to people if possible. But I'm not afraid to shoot someone. We've checked quite a number of deer stands now and no scope, so I think what we're going to have to do is go to the tents, see what we find there. Why did I start my YouTube channel? I started it because of Dayz, and I started it because there was a whole bunch of us playing, and you know, unique things happen from your perspective a lot of the times, and it was great to be able to just put snippets of them into a video and show friends. And then I got the bug for actually editing and adding music to what was happening on the screen and sort of choreographing it to make it match. And I found that other people enjoyed it, because that for me is like, you know, people say how do I do what do I do with YouTube? How do I get popular? And you know, you just gotta. My answer always is just do what you want to do what you find enjoyable, because you'll get found out if you're doing stuff for other people. You just do it. I just make videos that I enjoy to watch, and literally after I've finished making a video, I'll sit there and watch it, and 9 times out of 10 I will enjoy it, unless it involves loads of streamers and sitting around campfires. Cheers, stream mate. Yeah, any story-driven videos are good. You know, they're not for everyone. Not everyone can sit there and take a 20-minute video that doesn't have any action in it, because that, you know, that can happen. But if you can tell a good story, it doesn't always have to have fucking bullets whistling past your ear all the time. I'll be in full-on concentration mode for a minute or two in this area. Black cargo pants. Gonna have me some of those. Fucking M4. Nice to find a mag. C-mag, there's the C-mag, I've just got no rounds to put in it. Ooh. I don't know why, but it seems like I can hear someone. It seems a little bit easy to find an M4 like that at the tents here. Did you let us out solo? 0.6 hours, back up! Yes. And it's been raining for the last hour and a half. Well, hour. Video editing, I use Adobe. It's not because I think one's better than another, it's just that's what I learned first to use. There was a post on Reddit that allowed you to do that. Run 5.9 and 6.0 together without having to re-download it. Might be worth checking out. I mean, it doesn't really bother me because I'm not on any bandwidth cap and I've got, I don't know, 120 meg down or something stupid. Don't think it's as straightforward as doing that, but I think that someone had wrote a nifty little program that allowed you to do it. Possible crash site over there. Or is that just the clouds? No, I think it's the clouds. I don't think I'll bother with crash sites. I mean, I could just go to the tents at the northwest and get. I would have pretty confident to get a 60 round mag, or at least to get another 30 round. But I do need to eat some of this food before I think about doing that. is there an incentive to leave people alive? Well, in the current patch, the guns jam a lot, so you can never be sure you're going to kill someone, even if you do shoot at them. I guess it's a playstyle thing. To me, when I was playing the mod, I went through a stage of just killing absolutely everything. Where did I put that gun? Oh, there we go. And it has limited appeal. I'm concentrating on this, I can't speak. Fucking hell. It has limited appeal because you know, if I saw someone just there, they hadn't seen me, it would be just so easy to just go boom, dead. It is really easy to kill people in DayZ if you get the drop of them. What's far more rewarding is interacting with them, seeing what they're going to be like. Then perhaps they turn crazy on you and try and shoot you, and you get the revenge back on those sort of players. And it's just, I don't know. It's just there's a great amount of reward from that. But yeah, the AI are certainly starting to play a bigger part in it. The zombies are much better now. No, your stable progress will be fine if you download experimental. Your character will stay. But if I'm being honest, it's not that far off stable. I'm saying that far. It could be a week, it could be a month. And once it goes to stable, there'll be a complete wipe anyway. So your character will be gone. That's a little bit annoying. You have to actually drag the gun rather than the name of the gun. So if you want to move that, you drag it from there rather than here. 0.60 servers are back, yeah. As a general rule, I tend not to shoot people outside of military locations unless I've seen good reason to. Or I'm just fucking bored and I think, oh, I'm going to shoot him. But yeah, it's just, you play how you want to play. That's the beauty of the game. One day you could play a certain style, another day you could play a different style. You could be hardcore role-playing it one day, and the next day just not speaking to a single person and killing everyone. But of course the size of the map kind of makes encounters a little bit scarce at times. So when you meet people, you're always a little bit wary. Doesn't matter so much on the coast when you just spawn and you put nothing into your character, but this character's now been alive 2.5 hours, maybe 3. I've got a decent gun. I've got as much loot as I need other than ammo. So it's sometimes a little bit more difficult to speak to people. you want an M4 right now. I don't blame you. The M4 sounds absolute. But if I had more bullets, I would shoot a couple. Sounds beast. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that if you've got, if you've got a lot of ammo and you want to get a bit of target practice in. There's no point in playing the game all the time and never shooting, because there are times when you need to shoot, so you need to know how to do it. So that's what I mean by just going out one day and saying, right, today I'm just going to fucking shoot everyone. Get to know the gun mechanics a bit better. But by the sound of things, you were just doing it for the crack anyway. So we're approaching VMC. Only thing we really need's some more rounds for the M4. Unlikely to find a scope here, unless we find it on someone. So once again, I'll be concentrating on the game, not the chat at the moment. See you later, man. Take it easy. And yes, I am going to the airfield. And no, I'm not looking anymore. Any bit of clothing? I think I just heard someone. The only bit of clothing I really need would be an M65 jacket. Black one, if I'm being picky, which I am. Now they've altered the loot in here. I should really have shut the door. I shall go and shut the door. Takes a little bit longer to get looting done. Stuff's in here instead of just lying around. Also on the bottom bunks and underneath the bunks. I'm not going underneath the bunks, but could have switched this M4 out for something else, but I'm kind of holding out. I'm hearing all sorts of fucking shit here, I really am. There's a blaze. Should take. Normally I'd run that way, but I want to get a splint, so I'm going to run this way. It's a little safer to do. Hey Mr. Shum, glad to see me back. I'm glad to be back. Missed the last couple of streams. Yo, Unit Lust, how's it going, man? Yeah, impromptu streams are us. Shan't be a super long stream, that is a fact. I've actually got to work tomorrow, but not until lunchtime. Oh, the melee system is really bad. I mean, a lot of it's down to desync, and I actually had a fight with someone earlier on this chapter. Right at the start, all I had was an axe, splitting axe, and I ran past this guy near Berezino on the train line, and I said hello to him. He didn't say anything, so I just carried on running. He had weapons, but as I say, all I had was a splitting axe, and I carried on perhaps 30-40 metres and bang, gunshot straight past my head. So I turned around and killed him with the old splitting axe. And that's where I got, well, nothing much that's left here now, but he had a repeater, I think, and a magnum. It looks like the sun is going down. So I'll have to alter OBS and put the brightness up a little bit in a while. Have you missed anything? No, you've only been gone about 10 minutes, haven't you? Went to VMC. No one there. do I get for frames? Should be in the top left. I'm showing a 57 frames at the moment. I've got everything pretty much maxed out though. Right, I'm going to alter the OBS settings so that it's a little brighter. It was already up quite bright anyway, so... So I don't know if they've actually altered the gun jamming that was... They were talking of dropping the gun jamming down so that it wasn't as bad. In the previous build it was terrible. Your gun would jam no matter whether you had pristine or whatever ammo you had. Oh wow, my frames have fucking fallen apart. Get out of Vibor and go to the airfield, I think. So your frames are falling apart when they're at 40. Let me out. Yeah, this experimental server's been up for the last 1 o'clock, so 2 hours nearly. What seems a little bit odd is they've made these the gun houses again. So in the back end of these you almost always find a gun that's spawned. So if you need a scope for the old Winnie, or the Blaze, it's almost... fuck. It's almost as well to check these houses as it is to check the deer stands. Because obviously guns spawn with scopes now, or can do. So you could just find a sporter in there with a scope on it, whip the scope off, Bob's your uncle. Is it difficult to get in the .6 servers? Well, they've got nearly 60 servers up, so it shouldn't be as difficult. I didn't have much of a problem. Howdy Clark, how you doing? Normally I'd go up that tree line, the one that runs up from the barn. But I don't have anything with a scope on it, so I don't see there's as much point in trying to scope out the airfield. I'm just going to take it as it is. For hear shots, I shall react. Hopefully. As long as they're not at me. Kind of need to get to the tents really. I've only got 17 rounds in this M4. It's really pretty unlikely to find rounds in the new barracks. Well, you might find them. Much more likely to find them up at the tents. Even go on this? No. Oh, fuck off. Shit. Oh, I thought I'd lost it then. No? Man, it's got so fucking dark. Do I ever get tired of Dayz now? I just play one game all the time. So if I got tired of it, I'd have to play something else, and I don't think... Well, I haven't come across anything that's as good as Dayz. I need to fucking get out of here. Looks to me like that needs upping gamma wise. Still looks really dark, but hopefully you can see what's happening. Yeah, scope and ammo. Result. I played Dayz as soon as it launched, and I played the mod about 2 months after it launched. So combined, I played 1,500 hours on the standalone, and I don't have it logged on the mod, but I would imagine it's about the same. Could even be more. I don't think they've fixed that glitch, and I don't think they'll fix it until the player controller's in. Which could be 0.61, but I think if they wait until 0.61 for the player controller, there might be another really long wait for a patch. I don't know, I mean, I don't know how far down the road they are with the player controller. It's another massive game changer, the player controller. Alters the way the character acts completely, you know, like you can eat food by the press of a button. Until you let go of the button, then it stops eating, and you won't be able to glitch into buildings, and collisions will be much better. What does FT stand for? Father Ted. It's old, well, 20-year-old now, I guess. Comedy show that used to be on in the UK. What gun do I like the most? I think the Blaze is probably the most rewarding. Blaze combined with the AKS. Frames are getting a bit fucked up here. I think it's nothing to do with it's nothing to do with the game. It's to do with OBS. So I might have to just stop OBS and restart it. Obviously, that's not a good time to have to do it on here. Oh, M65 jacket, that's what I was after. There we go, got the look. I'm just going to back off up here. 2 reasons. One, I need to sort OBS out, and another, I can look into the tents from up here, but I'm not going to go into the normal tree line, which is that one there. That's not a good place to go AFK, so I'm going to do it somewhere over here. So the stream will probably go down for a minute, because I do need to sort OBS and the recording out, so hang tight. Right, hopefully we should be back. I shall be back myself in a second. Hopefully we're safe here. Okay. We didn't die. Were there any shots? You saw a guy on my right. You trolling? Such a popular place to come and look into the tents from. I don't know. Yo, Tristan. I'm not going to stop here and look. I'm just going to blitz it in. Not many zombies around, so people have been here, but like the server's been up 2 hours, so kind of expect it really. You always expect there to be a fucking great big crack over your head any time in this fucking place. Doesn't matter how much you prepare yourself, or try and prepare yourself, it still surprises you. My day was good, man. My day was good. Damaged ACOG. I think they look shit. So, Warn. Why won't that go on? What the fuck have I got instead of it? Oh, they haven't fixed that yet. The old gibbery sites. Shit. It's a bit of a problem. No swap option, which is a bit weird. Fuck it, I'm just going to do this lot. Not much M4 ammo. That's a bit disappointing. That's probably the worst run I've had of the tents on .60. That was, you know, normally you would pick up a mag at the very least. I know I've got the optics, but because of the way the gun's twitching all over the place, not really a lot of use. The old airfield's quiet. Famous last words and all that. You say you've just got the game and you're 10 minutes in. That you never get that time back. By that I mean my first 10 minutes in the mod. Well, the first, like, fucking... oh, stop swearing. Nearly said, for fuck's sake, stop swearing. My first experiences in the mod would... I don't think will ever be bettered. It was just an experience like no other. Not knowing where the fuck you were, what was happening. Scared of every little thing. Every little zombie, every little player. And somehow they've managed to recapture that, and well, not somehow, it's recaptured within the standalone, but of course you get a bit hardened to it. But it still, you know, it still gets the old ticker going and gets the adrenaline pumping when bullets start flying. Okay, I'm going to shoot one shot at this zombie so you can hear the M4. Once I get my breath back. I hope it's one shot anyway. A lot of you will have already heard the M4, but... oh my god, it's so hard. I don't know if they've toned that down a bit, but it seems a little bit unimpressive somehow. vehicle. Someone in blue tin? There's a fucking zombie in there. Sounds like the zombies are inside the fire station as well. And in here. No? Hmm. Not a lot of loot, that is for sure. I don't know. Don't know what to say. We've run the airfield and there doesn't seem to be anyone around. Should we make it out the other side? I'll run across to Cabanina and Starry and have a look there, see if there's any people to see that way, and then I'm pretty much going to be calling it. I'm not going to be going long late into the night. I don't know why, but these new barracks don't seem to have hardly any loot in them. Fuck it. Let's get out of here. Go to Cherno maybe. That's too far to run, unfortunately. I don't have the time tonight. Found quite a few people before streaming in Berezino. There was probably 3 or 4 people I saw in Berezino. Actually, all friendly. spoke to me and traded with me. I'll start being able to pay a little bit more attention to the chat now. How often do I stream? Once a week, normally. I haven't streamed for the last 2 weeks because the 0.6 patch was not playable, and I didn't want to go back to 0.59. I think it could well be server dependent as to where you find players. I mean, 0.59 you can find players on the airfield almost all the time if you went to the right servers. 0.60, my last experience was pretty good, finding people all over the place. People at Tizzy, people at the airfield, and a lot of people at Starry and Novi. Because I guess that's the natural progression as you move north. You can't stay on the coast. I mean, only so many times you can look at Cherno and look how wonderful it is. I mean, it might turn out I'm on a lower populated server, but when I joined, it was every single server was at 60. So, but unfortunately, you can't just press P now and check. I don't know if there's a button that you can press to check the server pop. I could just be running around on the server on my fucking own. I doubt it. I really doubt it. My opinion of the AK-101? It's okay. I prefer the AKS. Do I think 0.59 is better than 6.0? Absolutely not. There's nothing in 0.59 that's could possibly make it better than 0.60 other than the player population. I.e. there's more people playing 0.59, but that's kind of marginal now anyway. .60's got 60 servers. You get 60 frames if you've got a reasonable computer or above. There's map improvements. Yeah, I can't really think why anyone would prefer 0.59 unless they've already got something established there. You know, like a server or player base or friends. Sometimes it gets like that when you're looking for a stone. Sometimes it's best to move on to another patch of stones, even though it's just a RNG, you know. It might actually, placebo effect, make you feel better to move to a different patch of stones and find it the first time you look. Stop for a drink, I guess. the AKS is buggy compared to it. And well, I mean, the AK variants are a little bit crazy with the old recoil. I prefer the AKS because I can put it in my backpack and have the blaze. That's literally the only reason. Well, I guess if you had the PSO scope and the AK, then you kind of got it covered, but I don't know. The PSO scope's never going to do what a blaze can do. Two guys to my left. Now, where? You see, I'm reluctant to turn around and check because I didn't see them. And if I'd been playing normally and I hadn't seen them, then I wouldn't know. So therefore, unless they shoot at me, really. Yeah, that's literally why I would take the AKS over anything else, because I'd always be searching to have a blaze. It's the only reason I would keep a backpack as well. You know, blitz it straight down the middle of Starry and see if we can make some noise. I can't really get the pistol out and shoot zombies if there are any, because I'm dual carrying. It's a little bit surprising that there's so many zombies in here. Like I say, I came on the server at 1 o'clock, which is 2.5 hours ago. Which, for a start, is pretty good for experimental to be up this sort of length of time on the server. But also the fact there's a fair few zombies in Starry. As far as I'm aware, they don't respawn. Just would have thought they'd have all been cleared out. So we've seen a whole night cycle, which has been about an hour. So the experimental servers have what's it called? I was thinking, all I can think of is extended, but I don't mean that. Accelerated. Someone will have said it, no doubt. But anyway, accelerated time. So you get to see the night time and the daytime. Shame you don't get to see any players, but... yeah, I guess people only clear the infected if they need to. We might as well check these tents again. I know I checked them before, but stuff does respawn, so... no real need for that, or that. So all this stuff's new, really. FNX. That's a beast of a gun when you get the scope on it. Or the red dot sight. Red dot sight and silencer. Oh, there it is. It's damaged, I don't... the fuck? Hearing things again. But I choose the Blaze over the SKS. I suppose that's situational. If I didn't have the scope for the Blaze, then yeah. Where's that FNX? Don't have a mag for it, but may find one at some point. Do I think it gets dark enough at night time? Well, the thing is, I can actually turn it up so it makes it almost daytime just by turning up the brightness. I mean, if you go window mode, you can't alter the brightness at all. I don't think they'll ever be able to sort that out, because even if I'm in window mode and I turn up my brightness, and it becomes nighttime, I just go to the NVIDIA control panel and I can turn the brightness up to make it daytime. There's no way that I know of that they can fix that. Is it Dayz or Dayz? It's Dayz because that's the way Dean Hall pronounces it, and he made the game, I guess. That's the only reason I call it that. To me, it's Dayz because I don't pronounce the Z as a Z. Am I even tired? I've been streaming for 2 hours. This is going to be a short stream. I'm getting a little tired actually because it's late here. Normally I would stream for 6 hours. After I've done 6 hours worth of streaming, I'm mentally tired. Now the experimental's back up, Derek. Came back up earlier today. Might as well have some designer sunglasses, eh? Came up with about 60 servers as well, so you should find it easy to get in. You don't have to keep... The thing is, the servers, before, to get on the servers, you'd... Oh, there's a player there. To get on the servers, you'd have to... I'm fucking tempted just to kill this guy, just for the sake of it, but... Because we haven't seen anyone. But that's just not fair. Do you hear me? I think the stream might have dropped for a minute there. Where'd you go, man? Yo! Oh, he's aiming. That's interesting. I think there's two of them. Well, in fact, I know there's two of them. Fucking hell, the bullets didn't work. The fuck? No, don't drop the gun. No, 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 fucking hell. Fuck! That was a fucking load of bollocks. I don't think I hit him. I think I'm dead now. Fucking hell, no! Well, at least he won't get the blaze. No, I didn't do too good, to be honest. I mean, I went to shoot them as I was peering around that orange brick house. Pressed the button, and there was no fucking. It didn't do anything. Just didn't click. Didn't do anything. So I went to try and put the bullets in the gun, put the bullets in my hand and dropped the gun on the floor. At that point I'm in a right old fucking state. Oh dear. But still, at least we got a little bit of action right at the end, eh? I'm not going back and killing them now. They've got an M4 with no rounds. They won't find the blaze because it's on the floor miles away. They shot the shit out of me, so probably ruined all my stuff. So ultimately, they haven't really gained a lot. And I hit that guy as well, so he'll be in a state. There could have been 3. I'm not sure. Right, I'm done. I'm finished. I'll catch you next time. I don't know when I'm next going to stream. It won't. I normally tweet out when I'm going to stream, and I didn't do this time because it was completely and utterly impromptu. I didn't think I was going to, but I did. So, yeah, keep your eye on Twitter. Might be tomorrow. Definitely will be Saturday. I'll be streaming Saturday, so I will catch you guys then. So, see you later.